Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Pajero GLS model. Now this isn't just an ordinary GLS, just this specific car does come with a leather pack. So we will actually run through what that actually means. However, what we'll do is run through some of the features and the condition of this car. However, this car's pretty much brand new, so you don't really need to worry too much, but mostly the features that does come in this model. Now starting off on the front end, being the GLS model, you do get that really nice stunning chrome finish on the grille. Does break it up and it blends in quite nicely with the actual silver paintwork on this model. Mitsubishi badging in the middle there, and you've also got a split grille effect, which is going to allow for a bit more airflow through to the intercooler and keep the turbo and engine nice and cool. As we come across the side, you've got your daytime running lights fitted into the front bar there, as well as your fog lights in that really nice chrome finish. Now another thing with these models being the MY20, you actually get the headlight washers that are going to keep these headlights really nice and clean, and you've got those LED projector globes fitted in those nice big bold headlights. Now being such a big headlight, it is going to give you a really good dispersion of light and quite a clear line as well. And you've also got your indicator lamp built into the side there. Now as we come across the driver's side of the car, just pay attention to the paintwork, because the silver paint is actually quite a unique paint code. It is a metallic finish and it presents really well actually. It's quite a subtle silver, but it's just a beautiful color in its own. Taking a look at that first alloy, being the GLS, you do get an upgraded multi-spoke design. It is an 18-inch alloy as well, so slightly bigger than your GLX model. However, it is a bit nicer to look at, and again, stunning design. Now, as I mentioned, this car is pretty much a brand new car, so don't have to run into too much detail. However, the rim presents really well, and the tires are pretty much brand new at the time of this video. As we pan across the side, you've got your chrome side mirrors and door handles that are color matched with all the other chrome accents around the car. Does break it up, adds to the detail and character of the side of the car, and just makes it look that little bit more classier. Now the indicator lamp is built into the side mirror. Benefit of that is it does actually elevate the lamp for the other drivers to see, but it also clears up the quarter panel here. Just makes it look really nice and neat. Now we've also got a side step fitted in this car. If you are vertically challenged like our manager Carlo, which I'm sure you will meet, it is going to help you to climb in and out. Now, one thing I will note in the GLS model is you get privacy glass. Now, what that is actually a dyed glass. It doesn't actually provide any UV protection or heat reduction, but it does just prevent people from peeking in to all your secret stuff. However, as you can see, the Pajero itself has a lot of glass around the car, so we do highly recommend you take advantage of the tint, because it is going to keep you nice and safe, provide you with that 99% UV protection, 60% heat reduction, and obviously all the safety benefits of tint. However, opening up the car, you do get two remotes. It is a keyless car. Now, locking it 3 times will actually fold the side mirrors in, and unlocking it 3 times will also open them out. However, you can just lock it once and the car will lock for you. Opening up the driver's side door, taking a look inside. Now, as I mentioned before, this is the leather pack, so you've got full leather seats, which actually it's not a cheap upgrade. However, there is a lot of value in it. It does still have the heated seats, and you've also got the electric seat controls on the side here for your forward and back, elevate and drop, as well as your lean and your lumbar support for the actual car. Now the carpets in here present really well. You've got your genuine Mitsubishi scuff guard here on the inner plate, just to protect the paintwork here when you're climbing in and out. And you've got really nice door card design as well. Got many different materials. You've got your leather and vinyl, and it just presents really well. Now closing this up, as we come across the side, please keep paying attention to the paintwork, because it presents really well. Second alloy, again, completely unmarked, no damage, and tires are pretty much new at the time of this video. Fuel filler cap is on the driver's side of the car. Now it is a diesel fuel tank, so keep that in mind. Really nice and easy to access when you're getting in and out. As we come across to the tailgate, being the GLS model, does also come with the reverse parking sensors on top of the reverse camera, which is good to know. So you've got 4 mounted on the corner of the front bar, and you've got, 1 on each side of the front bar and 2 in the middle here, so 4 all up, and it is color coded to this car, just blend in quite nicely. However, opening up the tailgate here, as you can see, there is plenty of space in the Pajero. Now this model does come with the cargo blind, which is just to keep things private, again, in the back of the car. Now to open up the boot, one of the nicer things about the Pajero is the ability to make this car quite compact. So to just put this on the ground here, and if we want to drop the seats here, you just lift this up and the seats fold under the actual floor, really nice and neat, and you've got all the space in the back here for whatever camping equipment storage you might need it for. However, you can actually dismount the back seats. You've got 2 bolts in these sections here, and you can pull out the seats and use it under compartment for storage, and you've got the storage on top here. Now the GLS model does also come with the Rockford sound system. In the back here you can see you've got the subwoofer in the back and the speakers all the way around the car. So again, very beautiful design. If you've owned a Pajero before, you know why these are good. Now if you need more information in this and demonstration, please do come in and ask us, because we'll be happy to show you just how easy and simple it is to maneuver around this car. Now you've also got a lock button here just to stop the door from flying open if you're doing a bit of work, and you've got your 2 bolts here to actually release the case on the back to get your spare wheel open. Now closing this up, as we come across the passenger side of the car's still very good condition, the rims still consistent, pretty much plenty of tread remaining on those tires, and fourth and final alloy, again, stunning design, rims present really well. As I said, it is pretty much a brand new car, so I don't need to run too much into the condition of it itself. However, it is a very stunning car. It is, again, being the GLS model and the leather pack, it comes with a lot of added benefits, and what used to be only the Exceed getting the Rockford sound system, now the GLS model does as well. What we're going to do now is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay now. What we have here is Mitsubishi's signature 4-cylinder 3.2 litre turbo diesel motor. Now this motor has been consistent in the Pajero range all the way for at least the last 10 years, so why change something that isn't broken? Now this car itself has a 5-star NCAP rating with 6 airbags, so plenty of safety for the passengers inside the car. This motor itself produces 141 kilowatts with 441 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power for all your towing needs and payload. Now as I mentioned before, it is a diesel fuel tank with an 88 litre capacity, and it's got a combined fuel consumption of about 9.1 litres per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of about 967 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you are towing. Alright, now taking a look inside the Pajero. Again, if you've owned Pajeros before, know much about these cars, you know the interior of it hasn't changed too much, but still you do have a few updated nicer features in this model. Now starting off on the driver's side door, do get all your power window settings on the right hand side here. Your driver's side is fully automatic up and down, and the rest are just your standard power windows. Also got a really nice comfortable leather stitch armrest. You've also got a handle here, just give you enough grip when you do need it, when you are forward driving in this car. Above that, you've also got your window lock option just to prevent anyone from playing around with the windows in the back seat. And you've also got your central locking button just next to that. On the right side of the dash itself, you've got your front and rear fog light controls, as well as your side mirror toggles. Now you can actually tuck them in if you are just stopped on the side of the road in the car. However, you can open them up with that little button there, and you've got all the controls here for it. Now on the right hand stalk of the steering column, you've got your left and right indicator, and you've also got your headlight controls. Now the car does have dusk sensing headlights, so you can just leave it in auto mode. The car's going to decide when it needs to use it. On the end of that, you've also got your headlight washers just as a little button there as well. Now on the left hand side, you've got your wipers and washers. They are rain sensing wipers, so again you can just leave it in auto and the car's going to decide when it needs to use it. Really nice comfort features. Now the steering wheel itself is a really nice big leather stitched steering wheel, very comfortable, quite a soft leather as well, and quite a light steering wheel I got to add, which is pretty consistent throughout the Mitsubishi range. On the right hand side, you've also got all your cruise control settings, and the left hand side are your media settings, so your volume, your mode, and your different controls for flicking through the options. Below that, you've got your Bluetooth connectivity, so your call, reject, and voice control for your CarPlay system. On the left side of the dash, you've got your auto high beam on and off, parking sonars, so you can turn them off if they do get a bit annoying, and your stability control in this car. Coming over to the center console, up the top here, you've got a little display that does give you a bit of information. So you've got outside temperature, elevation if you do drive around, not sure what the barometer is, and you've also got date and time, just a bit of information for that driver itself. Below that, you've got a nice touchscreen head unit. It does have AM, FM radio, digital radio, and it's got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and iPod USB. Now it doesn't actually come with inbuilt navigation, however you can actually run it through your CarPlay system, which is good to know. Keeps your apps updated, don't have to keep paying every time you need to update it. However, do have a GPS setting which will show you longitude and latitude in case you do get stuck in an emergency. Below that, you've got all your climate control settings, so AC temperature and your fan speed below that, and the mode to flick to the different options. You've got 2 storage compartments, one in there and maybe some cards or something in there. And if I drop this, you've also got a 12-volt input. Now there's no cigarette lighter, as we don't encourage people to smoke in the cars, but there is a 12-volt plug-in point there for any additional charging. Now, being the GLS model, you've also got heated seats, so you've got a low heat and a high heat, as well as your rear diff lock for any forward driving that you might be doing. Behind that, you've got a really nice leather stitched gear shifter. If I bring it into reverse, you can see the really nice rear view camera that does come in this model. Got your rear bar there and your guiding lines to indicate, and if you do get a tow bar fitted, you will see that nice and clear. If I bring it down into drive and actually flick it to the left, you can actually flick through the gears manually yourself. So if you just want a bit of extra control over the car, maybe you're going uphill, want a bit of extra power, you can control it yourself. Otherwise, you can just leave it in drive. The car's going to decide when it needs to use it. This little shifter here is for your forward drive select system, which is what Mitsubishi is famous for. So you can switch into forward drive going up to 100 kilometers per hour, and it is a very easy system to use. Again, we'll be able to explain this to you in more detail if you did want to come in. We've got two generous cup holders, manual handbrake, and a really nice leather stitched center console armrest. And if I lift that up, you've got two compartments. So one in the middle here for any phones or devices or your wallet. And if you open up the bottom one, you've got more storage in here and another 12-volt socket. So plenty of charging and inputs for when you go camping or whatever it might be. If I just get the camera person to actually pan around the interior, we'll show you the leather in here is consistent in the back seats and the front seats. You've also got your climate control settings in the back for the passengers behind. So you've got a little button here that will turn it on. Now you've got vents for the rear seats, which is for the 7 seats in the back, which is good to know. And the seats in here are in very good condition. Now, one thing I do highly recommend is you take advantage of the lifestyle pack, because being a full leather, you want to make sure it's protected and preserved. There's no damage happening to the seats, and it is going to come with a lifetime warranty. So please talk to us about these options. What we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Pajero in this stunning silver color. Now, if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, which 50% of our customers do, you can do that. Now, the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our Platinum 1 program. Now, what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection on the car, back to front, like for like new car warranty. Does also come with the added benefit of 10 years Platinum roadside assistance. So if you're going to be using this car for towing, touring, traveling, maybe towing camper van, whatever it might be, there's definitely a lot of great value in this. Please speak to us about this option. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you take advantage of the glass coat and tint, because it is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful metallic paintwork, as well as the tint for all the glass in this car. Now, this is at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now, lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right business and the right kind of people for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.